Hello YouTube, welcome to the dojo. You're here with Samurai Man, and today we got the Transformers Combiner Wars Air Raid figure, the Wave 2. Finally, we got a complete set of Aerobots to make a full form Superion. So that's awesome. Really glad to have him. He's actually really great looking. I'm shocked at how good he is. His engineering's actually more different than the other two figures, Fireflight and Skydive. I didn't realize that they had changed it quite as much as they did. So that's nice. I mean, it's not like 100% different. Obviously, you can see here he's got Skydive's legs completely just repainted. This is literally just his legs repainted. Same basic transformation as far as like the arms and legs go. But I mean, as far as the wings go, there's a lot different there. So that's really cool. And just so you can get a look of the undercarriage there. Yeah, same basic concept, just everything's there. You can see his weapons, the same thing. Just he's got that missile pod weapon thing going on with the hand-foot weapon thing. I don't know why I keep saying that, but yeah, that's what that is. Then when we come around to here, we got his other weapon, his handheld weapon. It's just a white version of Skydive's weapon. It's just, you know, that same double-barreled blaster, just in white. So, not much creativity there, but it's what it is. So as you can see, you can store them on the wings. There are peg holes there. Very nice. And as you can see, the wings actually do have a little bit of movement in them. Actually, quite a bit of movement. They go completely around. You can see that. That's really awesome. I think that's cool. You can bring them all the way back. You can kind of just angle them if you want. It kind of makes it a bit gappy, but it just depends on what kind of look you're going for. He is that, I think they are the F-15s. I think that's what Starscream and the Seekers are. That's what Air Raid was known for, was for being the same jet as the Starscream and his Seeker Squadron. So, cool. Nice to see an Autobot version of it, just to see what it would be like. And also, like I said, plenty of variability, but it does make it a bit awkward. But totally your choice. I think it is a bit streamlined, just the way it goes. I don't know. I feel like the wings are a bit too curved in. I don't know how it would fly with the wings being like quite like that. But I'm sure it's manageable and doable, so there's that. Lots of nice paint applications just to go over. We got silver, red, and yellow, kind of like a goldish yellow along the wings. I like that. I love the stripes. I think that's a really cool design. Just like we've had with Fireflight and Skydive, did Skydive have them? Or not, Quickslinger, he has them too. So, classic designs, I like that. Very bright colors, I think that's cool. They look nice across the black canvas that is his body. Good amount of molded in detailing you can see here. Nice little panel lines going across. Autobot logos on both wings is nice as well. Again, that matching color set here along these little wings at the back. So nice all around, very cool. Again, that butterscotch caramel color. Red and all that. Metallic blue in the bottom, so cool. No landing gear to see, but what are you gonna do? So let's go ahead and show them off with a couple other of the jets just to see which. So just so you can see the three different type of jet designs we got going on. We got Firefly / Fireflight. I don't remember which name they're going for right now. We've got our nice little Air Raid, and then we've got Skydive. You can see all three of them are unique in their designs, but they're all jets, and I think that's really cool. I love how they all have that same, you know, thing going on where each limb is a jet. But they're all individual jets, and their color schemes are similar. They have similar color schemes, but there's enough differentiation to where he looks good when he's combined as Superion, and I think that's cool. Again, a lot of similar engineering in all of them. Same with Menasor. His combiner pieces all have similar engineering, but with some slight variations. But I think it works together very well. I could definitely get a G1 vibe from this, a nice updated G1 vibe. So cool all around. Really glad to have these guys, and they just look fantastic. So to transform them, very similar as I said before. The legs are straight off of Skydive. So take the arms, bring them out. They are tabbed in here at this little black tab. I don't know if you can really see it, but just bring them out there. Open up the legs, open up the back here, just bring down the same exact engineering as before. So do that. Separate the legs, that'll probably make it a bit easier. There you go, just kind of line up these tab holes. I think it goes, yeah, like that. You want to have it like that. So you got that tab hole right there. Bring this in, line it up. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Bingo, bango. Bring this in, line it up. And I don't have it lined up, because if I did, it would work. I'm starting this thing, I don't know. Then we're going to go ahead and take these wing bits here, fold them back. Fold them back. There you go. Nice streamlined legs, I like that. I like the big boot feel it's got going on. And then we're going to go ahead and take the arms. Again, we've already brought them up pretty much, so just kind of line them up. There you go. Take the wing bits, fold them back, and then up. That'll make a nice clean backpack. Take this here back cockpit area, nose cone, everything. Bring it and bend it down on the hinge, double hinge. And then just tab them in at the bottom there. Kind of a small tab, but very solid, so no worries. And there you go. Rotate the head around. I don't think... You don't have to put the head backwards for the transformation. I don't think it's in the instructions. Personally, I just do it just because I don't like seeing the heads in the vehicle modes, obviously. So, you know, that's one little step I do. But there you go. Air Raid looks amazing. He looks fantastic. I'm loving this all the way around. That backpack is very clean looking. It's kind of big. Obviously, you can see it goes out pretty far. No, but I mean, it's the same as the rest, so it's nothing you can really complain about. But as far as, like, design goes, I think it looks very clean. If you want, you can have them down, or if you want to have them out and down or something. I don't know. But I think the reason they did it like this is because Skydive's wings are a bit more... The shape of them folds up against the back a little better. Like, this is very kind of long and thin, whereas Skydive's are, I think, shorter and a bit wider, so it just looks like a better silhouette. And then Fireflight's are way shorter. I think his come out a little longer, but the hinge is a little farther out and makes them a lot shorter, so you don't have to worry about them jutting out quite as much. But if you had these just kind of like standard wing style, it would be quite big, so I think that's why they did this. And I like it. I think that's a nice little addition to the transformation, makes them look a bit cleaner. So there you go. Lots of beautiful paint apps shown off here. We got some vents up here. His arms are done up in that nice color. Plenty of great molding. Again, same more of that color here with more molding in. I like that. Along the crotch here as well. Lots of not lots, but there's some red at the bottom to break it all up. So very well done. You went from a very monotone black to a vibrant red and white and gold, or like butterscotch gold. So very cool. And then he's got a teeny tiny little Autobot logo right there in the shoulder. I think that's really cool. Usually you'd see him taking up probably the whole shoulder, but I like how they just did a little one there just to spice it up. I think that's cool. I like that. So let's go ahead and zoom in and see what's what. So taking a look at that head sculpt, it is beautiful. I love the shape. I love the color. Very much like Air Raid, where he's got the rounded off head and then he's got the square bits on the side. I love how we've got a metallic blue across the top of his head. Again, that's very G1 accurate. If you can see, there you go. And then his face is a very nice silver, very shiny. And he's got a very stern look to him. His chin's kind of protruding out a bit. Kind of got like that tough guy vibe going, and I like that. So they did a great job on him. And again, you can see a little bit more of that detail going on in the shoulder bits. I like that. The crotch right there. And then he's got that little Autobot logo. So all around, I have to say I'm loving this figure way more than I thought it was. Honestly, I think he's an improvement on Fireflight and Skydive. They were amazing as well. I thought they were awesome. And then the fact that they went ahead and made a way to make Air Raid even better, just like as the second wave, they made it better. I think that's pretty cool. So kudos to Hasbro. As far as articulation goes, pretty much exactly the same. Shoulders, ball joints, they can go up. Well, not all up as much as this because there's no way that the hinge will go, but they can go down, they can go out, around, ball joints, rotation at the bicep. Nice little elbow bend. There's no ratchet at the elbow, but it is a hinge, so I think they just took out the ratchet there. Ball joints at the hips, and then rotation at the thighs, bend at the knees. Kind of hard to bend them just because there's a lot going on there, but that's doable. And then rotation at the waist, and that's pretty much it for the articulation. Oh, and the head can go all the way around. Not as far as Fireflight's. I think his head is the only one that can go up. As you can see, Air Raid's really doesn't go up that much, or if at all. It just goes down and then everywhere else, so a bit unfortunate. I think if the heads can go up, like look up, it would be much more beneficial for the aerial bots just because they're going to be, you know, flying and such. So if you want to have that a little more upward position, it'd look a little better. But not bad regardless. So you can see I have my Skydive, Air Raid, and Fireflight all lined up so you could get a good view of what they look like and their silhouettes and everything, their designs. And they look amazing together. They look fantastic. I can't wait to put the whole team together. It's going to look freaking amazing. And just one little thing I want to point out that I just found out. I was messing around and I saw that both, not Fireflight, both Skydive and Air Raid have the same leg engineering, so they both do this, but what we have here is you saw that there's a hinge here for this so you can fold it up. What I didn't realize is this rubber wing bits here, they also have a hinge so you can fold it up. And I'm assuming that's just for combined mode, but it's just something to point out. I didn't know that with Skydive. I just found out this with my Air Raid figure, so there you go. Just something to, note if you just want to make your Superion look a slight bit different. There it is. So cute. And then also you can bring in his weapons as well. As always, he can hold on to them. And there you go. Oops. Or maybe not. There you go. Kind of hard to get him in because the peg hole's a bit small. But there's that. You can have him with that. And then here's his other weapon here. You can either have it in hand, like that. Kind of looks like his hand turned into the weapon just because it's white on white. So that's kind of cool. So you can do that, or if you want, you can actually peg him onto the side of his forearm, which I think looks a lot better for this weapon, this kind of weapon. I think that looks really cool, having on the forearm. So if I were to pose him, I'd do it like that. So very cool. I like that. I think that looks really awesome the way that is. Bam. Alright, so to get him into limb mode, just what you want to do. For hand mode, just put the legs together like that. Flip the head back. Well, we'll rotate the head just because you know how I am. Flip the head like that, so you have the combiner port facing outward. And just bend the elbows up. Rotate the shoulders. And what you want to do is there is a tab, little tiny tab hole there at the wrist. And there is a tab right there at the side. Just line that up. There you go. Nothing complicated at all, which I really like. It's not complicated, but it gets the job done. And it doesn't matter what side you have the arm on, but again, if you want to have the arms like this, you have the wing bits facing forward, which I prefer. Do that. Then we're going to go ahead and take his little combiner hand. Same old, same old. And then flip out the fingers. Bring this up. And I guess in this case, we'll do it like this. Peg it into the bottom. Nothing crazy. And there is arm mode. And that's not a bad arm mode. That's a pretty awesome looking arm mode. I like the black. The black is very much working for me for arm mode. But he is known for his leg mode. So, go ahead and do that. Just split the legs. Oh, and also, I don't know if I mentioned, but you rotate the waist for the arm mode. But whatever. Rotate this, or blah, blah, blah. Bring these up on their hinges. I keep saying all these words and terminologies and such that don't matter. But, bring this stuff up. Anyways, I'm very hot and tired. I just woke up from a nap. And it's very hot in my house. Plus, I have these lights on, so it's just adding to it. Like, I was hot before, and I was hot before, and now I'm just extra hot. I don't know why I started talking like that, but ooh, I'm going crazy. You choke. There we go. And I just made some hot dogs, so like I'm really hungry and I want to eat. Anyways, as you can see, I'm like pretty much going back into plane mode. I put in all this extra commentary for nothing. This side is not closing. What are you stuck on? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why the heck is it not closing? That looks fine. I feel like it's the top part that doesn't want to close. Something's not clipping. Okay, I think I see the issue. And I fixed it. There we go. Okay, got it. Clamp it all together like that. And then take the arms, bring them down, I believe. Pretty much retransform them back into plane mode for the most part. There we go. Untap them, bring them down. And I totally forgot to do that. Actually, no, there we go. Haha. I think you can. Oh, can you? There you go. Yeah, you can. The head's just kind of poking out there. Again, I would normally rotate the head around so you wouldn't see it. But there you go. Have the combiner port like that. And then take this bit here. Just back into foot mode. And peg it into the bottom. Here we go. And if you want, you can. Oops, I'm splitting things up again. If you want, you can flip around. I can do it like that. There. Flip these bits here. If you want to cover up the hands, that totally works. As well as take these bits, as I mentioned before, and flip them around so you can make it a little flatter and it doesn't stand out quite as much. If you want to do that, and then if you want, you can bring these down because of that. And if you want to have the foot like that, that's totally up to you. Lots of variability. I think for the most part, I think it looks better pretty much standard mode, honestly. I think having these spiky bits face forward is cool. So, I think that looks cool. I don't know. It's a really, jaggedy foot. But I'm okay with that. I don't mind it. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's really awesome. It's all come together. I'm just going to review my Quick Slinger, and then we'll go ahead and do Superion. And before that, I'm going to do all my Menasor stuff, and then I'll do the combined stuff. So, there you go. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and follow me on Tumblr and Twitter at Mecation, as well as Instagram at Mechas You can find all my pictures, recent purchases, what's coming out, who's making what, anything like that, and more. And anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Till next time.